Generational wealth for black people is a tactic to keep us poor. See, people start talking about generational wealth, automatically you think of trust, insurance, a big real estate portfolio worth $10 million and hundreds of thousands of dollars every month, cash flowing passively. Kids don't got to worry about nothing. They just got to exist because we just got generational wealth. This money gonna last for generations. Listen, that shit is cap. And what happens is that if we don't reach that level, we feel like a failure. And so far fetched and so far beyond, and most people don't reach it, you move the goalpost that far away, instead of celebrating the micro commitments, you don't realize that generational wealth is if you grew up in the projects and you able to go buy a home, you able to sustain a solid income, you able to sustain where you're not dealing with drugs. When you overcome, we come from drug abuse environments. We come from gang-stricken, poverty-stricken environments. If you're able to overcome those traumas, break loose from them restraints, you already acquired generational wealth. See, you didn't figure out most likely how to make money on your own or how to actually generate an income without breaking the law. You ain't going to jail. You raising your kids. You actually got a 2-parent household. Like, that's generational wealth. Like, let's not allow society to move our goalposts so far down the road. Yeah, that's the goal. But guess what? Generational wealth is not based off of finances. Sometimes generational wealth is based off of the characters. It's based off our character traits. It's based off our morals. It's based off our integrity. It's based off the foundation of which we come from and the cloth that we cut from. And if you can establish a cloth to be that's worth being cut from, then you actually created generational wealth. But we don't look at it that way, and we let this society create it in a way that it makes us feel like we never accomplished anything, but we've accomplished a lot. Don't move that goalpost so far down the road thinking you gotta have trust and life insurance policies upwards of $10 million. So when you die, your kids can have some of the money and it don't pay taxes on it. Like, listen, all those things sound good, but we're not gonna not acknowledge micro accomplishments that we've already accomplished and celebrate those and just keep going to where we got our own homes, where we start to own our own businesses, to where we start to create and be manufacturers and producers in our own industry. That's creating generational wealth. And guess what? Because then our children can have friends whose family have the same thing. So guess what? We just elevate. So it's an elevational step in our community that needs to be stepped, not by a one. Jay-Z makes it to where Jay-Z is and becomes ultra rich. Oprah becomes ultra rich, but as a collective, we don't. So we got to change the narrative of trying to just become that person, because that person's an anomaly. That person is one of few. But as a community, we can start acquiring homes. We can start having investment portfolios. We can start having good credit. We can start owning our own businesses. And guess what? That's generational wealth, not no motherfucking trust.